We will tend to the question, how does aerodynamics affect cycling? There are many ways to answer this question, which we will review in my video, The Significance of Streamline Cycling. It has been commonly known for 100+ years that the less drag the better when cycling. This is not necessarily new news to me. I have figured it'd count for quite a bit, maybe 20 to 30% of resistance. To my surprise, air resistance accounts for 70 to 90% of resistance felt when riding on flat ground. And with similar physical condition today in events like the Olympics, aerodynamics often makes the difference. Is it a coincidence that the most aerodynamic bike invented yet was ridden to win the Olympics? An example of tweaking these to make it better and better was changing the models of the P5. This resulted in 1.6 seconds faster per mile. This is 44 grams less drag. To calculate drag, we have to know a couple different factors. Those are velocity, velocity of wind, and the grade of the slope you may or may not be riding on. Other things that have been adjusted have been disc wheels as opposed to spokes, oval frames as opposed to tubes, and the body of people is not technically very streamlined, so this is supposed to be accounted for with recliner bikes or with more legal bikes that you can use in events like the Tour de France that improve body position by leaning farther forward. Also, to overcome the human body not being the most streamlined, gear is very important, including helmets and form-fitting clothes, which can shave seconds off of your time. Other factors include weight when cycling, as well as fitness is also very important, as a strong core and legs are needed to be successful when racing. Recently, scientists keep on using the latest fluid dynamic technology as well as wind tunnel studies to be able to keep on tweaking bikes. Let's say it's easy for most to ride at 10 miles per hour upright, but 20 miles per hour, 80% of effort fights wind resistance. A mountain bike requires 250 watts in power to overcome drag at 22 miles per hour. A Moser bike is at 125. A racing bike needs 175. An M5 recumbent needs only 25. Human strength, speed, and power are also big roles. Faired bikes, which aren't commonly allowed in events like Tour de France, have CDs as low as 13. CD is the drag coefficient. Reducing frontal area, example, we look again at the recumbent bike, lowers CD dramatically. Body drag is also one of the biggest factors, as I mentioned. Riding position is very important. A perfect spear, to put this in perspective, has a CD of 0.47. A disc has a CD of about 1.17. An open sphere is at 1.42 and a closed sphere is at 0.58. As we can see, there's a lot of science going into these to influence these different factors to make bikes more aerodynamic. And to me, it seems to be very important. So this concludes our video on the significance of streamline cycling.